Right now we're joined by head women's basketball coach Jim Wiedie. And Jim, first, congratulations. ODU, I think they had 16 wins, 11 wins in the conference, and certainly been a very good team here at home. And you guys, this is a big win.
I think, coming into this game, if you'd have told me that we would have played as well as we did in the first half defensively against a team that beat us by 31 at our place, I would have told you were nuts. I mean, we've been playing well the last couple of games, but I thought that first half defensively was maybe the best half that we've played all year long. And you're talking about in the league. And, we made some adjustments a few games ago, kind of focusing on the best player of the opposing team. And between Allie Toby and Alyssa Ellerbrock and Jenna Stegmeyer, they've kind of drawn the assignment of face guarding and hard denying that kid and trying to limit touches. And, Bates was the kid tonight that we really focused on. And, to hold Lauren Bates to 2 points and only give her 5 shots and no free throws, it says a lot about the job that those 3 kids did tonight.
Well, and I think the game plan was as sound as maybe it's been all year, because that's exactly what you wanted to have done. You execute it. Bates really does a lot for them. Yeah. I mean, she's kind of a point forward, and when you don't allow her to touch the ball, they struggle. And I thought they took some poor shots and all had to do with the defense.
Well, and we watched a lot of film, and the game that they played us at our place was the best offensive game they played all year, and they shot the ball better than they have all year long. And one of the things that kept jumping out at us was the poor shot selection, that they would take quick shots, and everybody had the green light. And, watching film on them against Ashland, when they went cold and there's another team that they're playing against that can score, that's how teams beat them. And, the focus coming in was to limit their second chance opportunities, which we only gave them 2 points on offensive rebounds. We did a good job of that in the first game at our place. And the other key was fast break points. And tonight we only gave up 11 fast break points, where at our place we gave up 35. So a big part of their game plan is transition, and they don't function maybe as well in a 5-on-5 half-court set, and limiting those transition opportunities put them in a half-court game, and I think that was to our advantage today.
He had a 14-point lead at the half, and that was huge because ODU responded, as I'm sure you expected them to make a run back. And I thought the point I wanted to make is we've seen teams do that, and then we've seen kind of our young team fall apart. You guys didn't fall apart. You got a couple timeouts in there, kept your poise, and able to never gave up. I think it maybe got tied. I don't think ODU ever took the lead, and we were able to get it back.
Yeah, that third quarter is a typical quarter for us. I mean, you've seen it happen a lot, and it's cost us some games. And, we had a bad stretch there where it all comes back, to our offense. And ODU came out a lot more aggressive. They started switching all the screens. We got back on our heels. We were turning the ball over. We were getting late in the shot clock. We were passing up scoring opportunities, and then we started missing shots. And then that has a huge impact on our defense. And I think that was the result of, the poor offensive execution allowed them some easy baskets. We kind of got down a little bit, but I think they hit that 2-pointer to tie it at 37, and we were able to get another basket. And, from that point on, we were able to keep our lead. But I was really proud and pleased with how we came out in the fourth. Once we got the lead back, we started to execute a little bit better on offense, got to the free throw line a little bit, and then picked up that defense that we had in the first half.
Well, you had a couple big efforts, and start with Haley Horseman. She put together maybe the most complete game of the season, 18 points, and they got her for 3 assists. She had to have – it felt like she had at least 6 or 7, because especially late, when he needed a big play, she was either creating for others or she was hitting a shot.
Yeah, it's been a challenge with Haley this year because of – big for her. I still think she should take 15-plus every game, and I think she passes up shots, but she hit some big baskets in the fourth quarter. When we were struggling and we needed a hoop, Haley was the one that for us, and defensively, but her skill set is so good. She's the one kid on the team that can create a shot for herself anytime. She can shoot off the ball screen regardless of how they defend it, and she can get to the rim. I would like to see her do that a little bit more, but, we needed everything from her today, and she picked a great game to show up and show everybody what she's capable of doing.
Alyssa Ellerbrock, I think she scored the first 9 or 12
first
points
half, yeah.
for you guys, and you needed it because it was kind of I think if you watch the but she kind of kept things going there in that first quarter, and then got you guys propelled that second.
Yeah, she was really the one kid that was scoring for us. Nobody else was really hot offensively. And, the three-point shot is not necessarily Alyssa's forte, but I tell you what, when she gets in the groove, like she did in that first half, especially that first quarter, the kid plays with such tremendous confidence and has a swagger about her. And I love how she carries herself. I love her demeanor. There's a toughness there. I wish some of that swagger would rub off on some of the other players. I wish the Haleys and the Lindsays and, some of those others, Anna Hintz, would kind of take a cue from Alyssa and how she plays. And, that's why she's the player that she is. And you're seeing her at this stage in the season really play her best basketball. And I think she's finally comfortable with what we're doing. She has a full understanding of what we're doing. And the adjustments that we've made offensively, I think, really suit her game.
Well, maybe some of her toughness is starting to rub off, because this was a very physical game throughout. I thought there were a lot of fouls in the first quarter, but then after that, the officials kind of swallowed their whistle, and I thought our kids stepped up and played through that, because there were a number of times where I think we could have got calls, didn't get it, but played through that and made it happen.
And I think a couple of players in particular, and I think you're right, that we've got such a nice group of kids, and maybe too nice. Coach Brooks was talking before the game about a junkyard dog mentality, and, the Ohio Dominican plays that way. They're very aggressive defensively. They're very physical. Alyssa's the one kid on the team that really, again, has that swagger and that toughness and doesn't back down from anybody. Haley has a little bit of that in her. I thought Jenna Stegmeyer tonight showed some of that moxie and a little toughness, and, we need that as we move forward in this stretch run. And, we were just fortunate that we were able to withstand some of the physicality of the game, and I do think that they kind of swallowed the whistles a little bit, and maybe my technical was evident of that. I'm really looking for our kids and how they're playing, especially these last three games.
Well, you had to show a little tough.
Sideline ran right into me, so and I apologize to him. Later on, we were joking as the game was winding down, and he's just like, hey, you had to do what you had to do for your team, and I had to do what I had to do, and there's a lot of respect between the two of us, and I appreciated his understanding, and I let him know that.
All right, Coach. Well, it was a big win on the road. Congratulations. We'll see you on Saturday in Painesville.
Thanks, Jay.
That's head coach Jim Wiedie. A big win for the Oilers, 62-53 on the women's.